Okay, let's rewind a bit and show you what happened. We started here. This is my hair. Long, healthy, I've always had it. Long hair forever. These are my braids. Check the braids out. Really cute. Go to wash it.
Ouch. And of course, I had to run to the comments of the original video. This creator turned her stitches off, so I was not able to stitch it. But yeah, let me just share some thoughts. So it's incredibly important when you're getting a protective style like cornrows that you have a braider that you know and trust and is great at what she does and cares about the health and integrity of your hair first. So that is definitely the first thing. I think the second thing is care while you have a protective style like that in, and making sure you're moisturizing, making sure you're oiling your scalp if you have that hair type and texture, and taking them down in a reasonable amount of time. So don't leave them in for like more than 8 weeks. 8 weeks is long. You need to cleanse and wash, and you need to take your hair out to give it a break. And I know I'm gonna get some shit for what I'm about to say. Again, I have empathy for this creator, but women who look like me on this app have been talking about how YT women should watch out when getting protective hairstyles like braids that are, yes, there are like Viking braids and there's other types of braids, but like they weren't doing very tight, intricate patterns on their heads. And even if they were, it's really important to know how to take it down if you're gonna do that. I know there's all that discourse, but it's a traditionally African style. And Black women have been trying to warn YT women because it can break your hair off. Even Black women, like, it can break off our hair if we're not taking the right measures that we need to take with our protective style for our specific hair type. So for me, as someone with kinky, coily hair, I leave mine in for about 8 weeks. This is a protective style under a wig. I have my hair braided up, and I'm making sure I'm putting braid spray, I'm moisturizing, I'm oiling my scalp a couple times a week. That's keeping the hair and not wasting my time while I'm in the protective style, and it's keeping the hair from doing something like that. But also, when you have finer textured hair, which YT women have, we have very different hair textures, it's actually much harder to leave a style like that in for that long. Like, you don't want to leave on that type of hair. I would say that style could last for a week, and then you need to take it down. Like, you shouldn't be leaving it in as long as we can leave it in, because it can break your hair. And so I know you said that you had braids before, but you may have, I don't know if you had a different braider. She may have braided them really tight this time. You may have left them in too long this time. And another big problem that I'm gathering from the video is you've got to really detangle your hair when it's dry. Do not, when you first take it out of the braids, do not just wash your hair. There's going to be no slip, especially if you put shampoo in it. It's going to make it like a Brillo pad. There's no slip like with a conditioner or an oil or anything. And yeah, you're just basically wetting this matted mass, and there's probably loose hairs underneath there because your hair hasn't been shedding when you take it out of a style like that, and it's all going to cluster together, and there's no hydration. So you've got to take like a detangler like this. This is a tangle teaser. A lot of us girlies get them, but a tangle teaser would have helped take out those knotted up chunks of hair that are in your hair and shedding and unable to shed onto the floor like it normally does when your hair is out. So there were just so many factors at play there, and I think that's what happened differently. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, stop appropriating cultures, but I'm just saying, like, we have tried to tell you it's like really challenging on your type of hair to have those type of styles in. And then imagine if you're sewing tracks to that. Cause it's like my hair is like thick as fuck. Like you can look at my earlier TikToks. I've got that African hair and it holds a track, honey, okay? But some folks' hair, it doesn't, it's weighing it down if you have really fine hair, and it can cause baldness, or they call it alopecia, or it can cause your hair to break off, which is what happened with you. So I hope your hair grows back. And, I think just listen to us. Like, it's not like we're like, YT women can't wear African hairstyles. It's like, be careful because you have a different type of hair. And I have even seen Black women's hair get broken off by styles like that because they were not taking the appropriate measures that I talked about earlier in this video. So no hate, no shade, but just wanted to give my 2 cents because her hair was beautiful before you did that. Like it was stunning. But I think it was cute afterwards with the waves. I thought that was cute too. But the issue is you needed to get something like this or a wide tooth comb and gently just detangle, get in all the knots while it's dry. Because the minute you put water on that mess, yeah, it's done. And that is what happened. So good luck.